when I feel like 8 o'clock. And I'm Pearl of Wisdom. You're listening to my NHL Pearls of Wisdom. Coming to you live from the Seattle apartment basement. Who do we got in the house today? Who do we got in here? Talk to me. Got some, what do we have to talk about today? Mostly the Montreal Canadiens, like when they take a couple days off and they come back and they look really, really good. Totally confident now. Never saw that coming, to tell you the honest truth. um, they're looking, well, yeah, I did it. I mean, it was all about this new coach, and Hockey News Reports in here. He called it. He said they were going to do a lot better. And they sure are. What else did we have yesterday? Oh, the Buffalo Sabres almost got another point. It's amazing what a little bit of confidence did. And they did that with Tokarski in net. I did not see that coming. Honestly, I really thought the Rangers were going to at least take that in reg. Kind of kicked my butt a little bit yesterday. If it wasn't for that game, I would have did really well. Actually, if it wasn't for that and Vegas losing to Minnesota, I had a parlay that would have been filled with that. Jacket! How you doing, Jacket? You're in there now. Are you going to be giving me baseball picks there, man? You got to message me them on my Patreon. And I'll just hook you up so you get 3 months. I need as many guys throwing me baseball picks as possible. Because I'm not a baseball guy. So if I get like 5 of you throwing me picks and they're all line up, a couple of them all line up, I'll put them as my big baseball picks of the day. So I got you, B, and another guy. I got 3 guys throwing me baseball picks. So you'll do that? You said you were going to do that. So how you going, Jacket? How'd you like the games last night? What do we have? We'll go over each game from last night. Oh, you wanted NFL too. Okay. Oh, was it NFL? Dodgers versus Colorado over 12 tonight. Okay. Hockey News Reports in the house. How you doing, buddy? Your Habs are kicking ass, man. I liked them over Ottawa last night. I had them over Ottawa last night. I could have actually went a little more rich on it. I don't know why. I was a little concerned with that Gustafson kid, so I laid off the in-reg on that. That's what you're good at. Well, if you've really got, you said you got baseball picks too, though, too, right? If you got a really solid baseball pick, throw them to me. I'll wait until the NFL season comes and then I'll hook you up. Because I'll need football picks too. I'm not a football guy. I'm just straight hockey. So we'll just wait for a couple more people to come in here. Where were you yesterday, H&R? Or did you do some late ones? Yeah, I think you did some late ones. Late picks yesterday. I don't know if they're going to, well, I think they'll extend the season before they drop the games. I really do. I think they'll extend the season for a little bit before they'll drop the games. The games are money, so that's my, I mean, it depends. If you have many more of these, though, it's hard to say. It's sort of a rolling, it's sort of a rolling see as you go type thing, because you just don't know what's going to happen with all this COVID stuff. But yeah, that's not good for Vancouver. one guy gets it and they don't realize it or something, and everybody gets it. I don't know how they're doing that with all this testing. How is it that they're not catching this before it spreads? I don't understand. Which makes you wonder, if you're in a bubble like that team is, like the hockey teams are all in a bubble, pretty much. They're not in a bubble like the old bubble idea, but I mean, they come and go, but they're tested like every day, right? So how are they not grabbing these guys? And it just goes to show you how infectious this is. Yeah, Evans is. I mean, Evans is an interesting prospect. Uh, Ducharme seems to be getting a little more out of the young players. Mete got a point last night. We'll talk about that when we talk about the games. But actually, why don't we just bring it up and talk about it now? Why not? It was a pretty killer game uh, by Montreal. Because there's no rules here at Pearls of Wisdom Industries, right? There are no rules. Yeah, Mete did look good, and that's, you know, a coach can bring a lot of confidence to players, and maybe Julian is just not, his old way of thinking is not resonating very well with a lot of people, a lot of players now, because it seemed like he didn't resonate well with the youth on the team in Boston after a while. And then now the same issue seems to have cropped up in Montreal. So it'll be interesting to see if Julian gets another job. I'm pretty sure he will, but that may be kind of an indicator there of we didn't have too many people, so we'll see. We'll bring up the Senators game. The Canadians outshot them 38-23. Dano got his third. That's nice to see. Only 3 goals for Dano. That's kind of surprising. Paul Byron scoring a little bit. Maybe Dano, like a lot of times you got to wonder how many injuries players are fighting with too. And then Montreal gets that week and a half off. Yay, Sasha, CL in the house. Right on, buddies. Thanks for coming in. Brendan Gallagher got his 14th, and Dano got 2 points last night. And then Connor Brown finally potted one for Ottawa. But Montreal looked good. Ottawa didn't play bad last night. Montreal played well. Montreal played one of the best games I've seen them for a long time. Really took it to them. Frolic got into a game last night. That was pretty cool. He hasn't played a game since Buffalo, since he played last year. He managed to get 1 hit and 2 shots on goal. Mete had 14 minutes last night. He got an assist. Kind of working him in slowly. Mostly because who's injured right now? Weber, Petrie, Romanoff, Edmondson. Oh, Sherratt. That's right. He's taking Sherratt's place. And then Kulak was in too. Who did they? Oh yeah, Sherratt and Toffoli were hurt. So, anyways, yesterday the score was 4-0. Or was it 4-1? Oh no, it was 4-1. You know what that means? Perlo dance, Perlo dance, Perlo dance for Perlo. Perlo nailed it. Nailed it. I got it. I nailed it. We got hype in the chat. I got it. 4-1 Canadians. It was me. CL had 4-3 Sens. Sasha had 3-2 Sens. Steele had 4-2. H&R was close 4-2, but none of them were right on except for Perlo. Perlo got it. We got it. Anyways, they played really well. I was worried about this Gustafsson kid. I think he's going to be great, but I was a little concerned. GG, you got to go already, Sasha? Oh, way to go. What is that? What is that emoji you just put up there? What do you need to go for? You never need to go, Sasha. Yeah, I mean, Montreal just played well, though. They played really well last night. And then, of course, they beat Edmonton. I was really impressed with Montreal, the way they played Edmonton the first game after like a week and a half off. That was pretty impressive. So it's looking like that Ducharme has them going in a pretty good direction, because it's not easy to do that. It's not easy to play. It's not easy to play that good after being a week and a half off. That's for sure. Oh, you're busy with all those orders. Ah, I didn't think we gave you that many orders there. What was this, 100, 150, something like that? That's nothing. Helen takes care of that in an afternoon, Sasha. Helen takes care of that in an afternoon. Any trade? What's it? Give me some trade rumors going on out there. It seems pretty quiet in the trade land. It seems pretty quiet in the trade land right now. I don't know. Not much going on. You would think that there would be. I think this is what's going to happen. I think there's going to be teams that are just realized, like, when you got a Colorado team crushing it the way they are, and Vegas as well. There's only like maybe 5 teams that might think they have a chance at them. And I think this year most of the teams are going to just not even bother. I did hear that as well. I heard that Laine would like to be in Los Angeles as well. Where would he go though? Like, he is young, so he would. I could see Anaheim, I suppose. But if they're trading Laine, I imagine they're going to be looking for a center. A lot of teams just want to end the season. Yeah, Buffalo, Detroit. Yeah, watch the Kings. Yeah, I agree. Watch the Kings. Now, I don't know if the Kings would go for Laine, though. Possibly. Yeah, actually, I think they would, but I'm sure they're going to want a center. The problem with Columbus is going to be, if he basically comes out and says, I don't want to sign, as much as they want a center, they might not have a choice. LA said that they were done their rebuild, so maybe they'll give up their first. And they'll just lose the contract and then try to go after a center in the offseason. But Columbus needs to find another center. Let me look up LA Kings. LA Kings, right there. They're in the bottom. They have the most cap room of any team right now. Look at depth chart. They got a lot of prospects too. I wonder if they would consider trading Gabriel Velarde. Gabriel Velarde, I thought was going to be a lot better this year. I really thought he was going to crush it after last year. I actually like him better on the wing, but he can play center. Laine, if he were to go to LA, because they're gonna have Byfield coming up here right away, and Jarrett Dolan Anderson's ripping it up too. So maybe they could get Velarde and something from LA. Maybe like Kale Clegg. Kale Clegg doesn't seem to be making it there in LA. They could try him in Velarde and Clegg and a pick or something like that. And that would be assuming that they talked to Laine and we're going to have a contract for him. So if he was going to have a contract, I mean, he would look good there. He would look good on the wing. He could, Jeff Carter's getting old. He shouldn't be in your top six. So you could play him with Jarrett Dolan Anderson and Moore or, whatever. It just gives them that one extra. Or Athanasiou. He can play with Kopitar. Kopitar, Laine, and Iafallo is not a bad number one line all of a sudden. Yeah, LA would be pretty good. Yeah, I agree. I definitely think they're going to be in the playoffs next year. I picked LA to make the playoffs this year, actually, Jacket. Wild, I think Wild are going to pooch out come playoff time. They need some more size, more experience. They're a little too green, I think. I think they depends on who they're going to play. They might win in the first round. It looks like it'll probably be St. Louis. They could probably win that. But Eck has got another year older for Eck would be awesome. Oh. Yeah, I had him this year. I had him making it this year. I did say that it was fairly ambitious though to think that they were going to win this year, but in Minnesota, I don't know, and they're really missing Foligno there. That's the other reason why. Foligno in Minnesota was a huge loss for them, man. He is. I don't know what was the actual injury there. Yeah, St. Louis might not even make it. You're right. Uh, who? Yeah, Binnington. Unless I'm still so surprised about that Binnington contract. That was a gamble. St. Louis isn't much for gambling, but I think that was a gamble. But yeah, LA could take out St. Louis. That's who. So they would end up playing Colorado. Let's say LA does take out St. Louis. LA then or Arizona, but I think LA will take out Arizona. Let's say LA makes it. It would be Colorado and LA, which Colorado would win that for sure. And then Minnesota, Vegas. I don't think Minnesota beats Vegas. No, it's going to be Vegas, Colorado in that for sure. I can't see. I can't see. All the games are getting to be like playoff games now. They're going to be very tight games for sure. I agree. These upcoming games are going to be playoff games. The Wild will make it. I think the Wild will make it. Like I said, it's just they have they're missing a few pieces yet. Dean Evason's doing a great job with that team, but they need more of a number one center, um, and just some more. I don't know how to put it. They kind of got too many of the same players, I guess you'd say. I'm looking at the depth chart here. Yeah, see, Victor Rask, he's doing a good job, but I wouldn't, it's not a guy you want to have as your second line center, really. They're going to be, they've got sort of kind of guys getting up. It's too bad Marco Rossi got injured. That was just terrible. He's going to be out for a long time, too. Uh, and Eck is really good, but he's not a number one center. I don't think he's ever going to be a guy you want to be a number one center. They need a guy in that top spot, and probably somebody that can fill that role for a couple of years until we find out what Rossi's going to be. And that's really, I think, going to be their downfall in the playoffs more than anything. They got a killer top four, and their defense is really fine. There's nothing to go on, nothing bad about that. But it's just a top line center spot is still. They're doing really well considering though they don't have a top line center. First round exit, yeah. Well, especially if they're playing Vegas. I can't see them beating Vegas in a 7-game series. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see what the LA Kings do on the second half here, but I agree with you. I think they're going to. I think they're going to be adding at the deadline too. I do. I don't think they're going to be sellers here for sure. I think they're going to be adding at the deadline, and if they can, if it makes sense, like they're not going to sell all their young players and all that kind of stuff, but if they can find somebody that makes sense. Like Laine would make sense. He's young. He's got, he's got a contract coming up, and they do have room on their contract. So that would be very interesting. That's assuming now that Laine says he doesn't want to be in Columbus. I have a feeling that Laine wants to stay in Columbus, actually. I said it before. I think Tortorella and Laine are a great combination. They're similar personalities. Tortorella loves players that say what's on their mind. You never heard him get mad when Laine said that I'm having problems with confidence in public right now and all that kind of stuff like that. Tortorella said that's fine. He doesn't mind people expressing themselves at all. And Laine does that, and that's where I think was the big problem in Winnipeg, was that in Winnipeg they didn't like that. They didn't like him expressing his views and how he felt, and like what he wanted. You're supposed to keep that in the room. You're not supposed to talk about it, or even in the room they didn't want to hear him talking about it. Two kind of different philosophies. And it's being very successful for Winnipeg, so not for me to say whether one's successful and one is not. But with Tortorella's side of things, he's not terribly. He doesn't poo-poo players speaking their minds. He doesn't, and that's what I like about Tortorella actually. When Laine came out and said he was having confidence problems or whatever the case may be. On other teams, you might have heard rumblings of a coach saying, keep probably best not to tell people that or whatever the case may be. But Tortorella's not like that. So, I don't think he's going to go anywhere. I think he's going to stay in Columbus. So we'll see if I'm right. The only reason why I think he would leave there is if he thinks that they're not going to be able to find a center to play with him. And I take him for a guy that's not really all about that. Like he'll believe in his team. He's getting the opportunity. He's looking better the last couple of games too. So that means he's got to be feeling better. And if he's feeling good, he probably likes that situation there. He's got a great opportunity to be the guy. If he goes to another team, apart from maybe LA, if he really, really, really wants to play in LA, like sort of like Panarin was with the Rangers, where he really, really, really wants to play with the Rangers, then I suppose he's going to go. Maybe like Panarin, he has a model girlfriend that is an actual model, and LA would be better for her. It would be better for her. But I'm not sure about that. I don't know who his girlfriend is or whatever the case may be. I'm just saying that's what Panarin's thing was. Panarin's thing was that he had a model girlfriend and she was a model. That's what she did for a living. And Columbus was not a very good hub for that. And that makes sense. Totally makes sense. By the way, rough life, eh? You've been handed all the skill in the world to be a professional hockey player and make millions of dollars a year. And your biggest issue is that Columbus is not the best place for my model girlfriend. Wow. Pretty good life, I'd say. Yes, yes, indeed. But yeah, I think that I'm guessing here too, right? I'm just guessing that I think he'll stay unless it's a situation like that. Um, so yeah, he would be the big piece though. If Lion was available, he certainly would be the big piece. He would definitely be the big piece in this. So, anyways, nice. Thanks for coming back. Okay, let's look at. We looked at that. We looked at the Montreal game because we started talking about it right away. So let's look at the rest of the games. We'll see who had their picks, and then we're gonna do a crap load of picks for all of Friday and all of Saturday. So get yourself all situated. Get yourself a beverage, a whatever it is that you do to relax. Get out your protractors and your compasses. Get out that thing, you know that one where you go the pen there and you do the circle? Make sure you get that out because that's my favorite one. Okay, Penguins versus, was that the first one we did? Yeah, Penguins versus Bruins. 4-1 Penguins. H&R had 5-3 Pens. Everybody had Penguins. 3-1. Sasha was the closest. I had 3-2. Evan had 3-2 and CL had 4-2. Here's a question for you. Here's a question for you. Is Boston going to make the playoffs? Do you think Boston is going to make the playoffs this year? That's my question to you while I talk about it. They're struggling hard. Vladar didn't. I mean, when I say Vladar didn't do it, like Vladar didn't steal a game for them, but really, from what I saw, and I didn't watch crazy amounts of this game, just Boston's not Boston. They did outshoot the Penguins 31-23. So it was probably mostly Vladar, I guess. You guys can tell me if you watched more of this game. See that goal by Mike Matheson last night? Holy crap. I'll tell you what, Sullivan, if Sullivan were to win this year for Coach of the Year, although I think there are other candidates that'll probably look more impressive, I would not be. He's got to win one eventually because, like, Mike Matheson was nothing last year. Mike Matheson was nothing last year. Basically got exited out of Florida. Didn't look good at all. And now he looks fantastic in Pittsburgh. I have to admit, he looks really good. And that was an amazing goal. That was a beautiful goal last night. They go out in the first round. Not the way they're playing. Yeah. Yeah, they got to turn. I mean, they need Rask back, I think, pretty bad. But I thought it was maybe because they didn't have some defensemen, but Carlo came back. I'll tell you what, Lauzon was playing really well for them before they got injured. That was part of the reason. But you lose Chara, you lose Krug. It was just too much for their defense. What did Carlo play last? Oh, Carlo only played 7 minutes last night. Did he get re-injured again? Lauzon was back last night, so he only played 13 minutes. And Vladar had a rough night. I said it before the season. I had him in fourth, but I wasn't even sure. I was kind of wondering if maybe they were going to make it or not. And they didn't, so. Or they didn't. They probably won't. Let me see. Let's look at that. Let's look at the standings. Boston are, well, 3 points back of Philadelphia. That's right. I did pick the Rangers to possibly be the surprise team this year. But they got to do better. We'll talk about that game too. They got to do better than they did last night. And then Philadelphia Flyers. I mean, Boston's just lucky that Philadelphia is so crappy this year because they wouldn't be in if it wasn't for that. So it's either going to be the Rangers or Philadelphia that take them out. And that would have to be a turnaround from Philadelphia. Or the Rangers, and I think the Rangers are more likely at this point, right? So I think they might make it, but man, they're playing really bad. I think right now the Habs would be better favorite. I don't know if it would be on the line when the line's going to catch up to this, but I think right now I would have Montreal as the favorite over Boston in a series right now for sure. No doubt about it. Right now, as it stands, Boston would play Washington, and there's no way Boston's beating Washington in a 7-game series. I just can't see it. I think the Rangers would have a better chance against Washington in a 7-game series, honestly. Okay, let's go to the next game then. Because we got lots of games to get in here. I got to hurry up. I'm talking lots. I'm thinking I got all day, but we got lots of things. We got lots of games to do because we're going to try to do all the Fridays and all the Saturdays. Holy crap, yeah. Islanders versus Capitals. Nobody got this score right. That's for sure. Nobody got this score right. 6-3 Islanders was pretty close there, Hockey News reports. Hot take. Your hot take wasn't far away. 47 goal differential. Wow. That's crazy. Basically, this game was, Vanacek was just not good. Samsonov got hurt. Samsonov got hurt in the first minute of the first period. And looks like he might have a concussion. Is probably not going to play again tonight. Hot takes are awesome, yeah. He's probably not going to play again tonight. And Capitals just couldn't outscore their bad goaltending. That's really what I saw. There was poor defense, but I mean, there was too many goals that Vanacek had to have. There was one shot. There was one play where he was so out of position. He was like almost behind the net. It was terrible. I don't know if you watched that game or if you saw the highlights, but there was one goal in particular where he was totally out of position. We might as well just go to the next game because there's not much to talk about that. Lightning versus the Blue Jackets. I can't believe nobody had 3-2. I had 3-0 Bolts. Hockey News had 2-1 Blue Jackets. Steel had 5-1 Bolts, 5-1 Bolts, and 4-2 Bolts. CL was really close again. But the Lightning still don't look the way they're supposed to look. Getting a little concerned about the Lightning. They're barely winning games when they should be just crushing them. The Blue Jackets even outshot them last night. From what I watched of the game, first of all, I said that after the Carolina series, watch out for the Blue Jackets. And I'm going to be taking the Blue Jackets a lot more. They look a lot better. Liam Foudy was back in. I don't know why he wasn't playing more than he has been. I don't know why they haven't been playing him. They also had Zach Delpy in. So he's bringing some energy to his team. Put in a young guy. Put in a Zach Delpy, who's a huge energy guy. That's what Tortorella's doing there, putting those guys in. Boone Jenner played 22 minutes last night. What? For a guy who doesn't score much, Tortorella plays him an awful lot, but he plays the whole game. Like, he plays every aspect of the game. Good two-way guy, competitive. He's always bringing competitive energy to his team, so I can understand that. Roslovich back down to 13 minutes. Lion playing 20. But Columbus looks a little scary. Yeah, keep track of the points for everybody. Maybe I'll try to do that starting Monday, but it's kind of tough. Yeah, that would be a lot easier to do if I had a regular person on with me all the time, especially when Peyton's on. Maybe I will. But if it's going to bring people more people to the park, then it would definitely be worth it. I'll try to do that. How about this? I'll make somebody a mod who's going to be here on a regular basis who can keep track. Will any one of you be willing to keep track? Is there anybody out there? Sasha, you're here almost all the time. If there's anybody out there that's able to keep track, that would be freaking awesome, man. If you are out there, you will get free everything all the time. As this grows, I'll just make sure you get everything. Everything. Hell, I might even throw you some bills after a while if somebody could do that, because it's a little difficult to do. But I do agree with you. Hockey News Reports, man, that would be amazing. If you could do that, that would be amazing. That would be freaking awesome, dude. I would love that. I'll try to make sure you're taken care of as much as possible if you do something like that, because that's not really easy. And I agree with you, Jacket. We should be keeping track, keeping points. And eventually, I'm going to try to talk to Steele. We're going to get some prizes going on or something. Oh, you've already started talking to him? Sweet. Nice. Okay, if that's going to be the case, can I say Monday we're going to start doing that, guys? You can tell everybody you know. When you're in the chat this weekend with the GOAT, because that's probably why we're losing people, because people don't really mind so much, like, oh, who cares if I get it right? It doesn't really matter. Michael Irish. Sweet, Michael. We're going to start, when we do picks, we're going to start keeping a track of who gets what for picks, and we're gonna have like top picks and stuff like that. We're gonna start doing that now. So I think that would definitely help the channel a lot. Hockey news, I don't know how I can help you out, but I'll help you out, buddy. Any way I can. That would be absolutely phenomenal, dude. Phenomenal. And Jacket, thank you very much for offering up your services there for that, because we get sponsors, and I can do this every day. Every day. I'm excited for that Hockey News Reports. Like I said, if I had to do it by myself, I don't think I have enough time to do it. Okay, so Tampa Bay again, they barely won that game. And there's a whole bunch of guys on this team that aren't really putting it out there, I'm telling you. Like, when I'm watching, Killorn does not look good this year. Tyler Johnson, I see why they put him on waivers. He's just, every year he's losing a step. He's not looking as good as he did the year before. But the big thing has been their defense. McDonough is back now, though. Their defense, okay, they got Kalen Foote, the young Kalen Foote. You don't notice that guy. He's that type of guy where you don't really notice him, but that's the type of game he has. So I don't think anybody's playing too poorly right now, but it would help to have Chernak back a lot. Borgman barely played. He's not really ready. And Shen is limited to what he can do. I'll still write it down, absolutely. I'll still write it down to everybody or whatever the case may be. Maybe what I'll do, my writing is horrible. I'll try to write it a little better. And then we should probably get each other's number. Hey, Kyle, how you doing, buddy? Kyle, when we do our picks from now on, we're going to keep a tab of it starting Monday. And we're going to see who the winner is. See how many people hit it right on. We're going to work out a point system or something. So, and Hockey News Reports is helping out with that, which is pretty freaking awesome, man. Pretty awesome. It may not work, like, you guys just tell us, like, ways to improve it as we go, because it's probably going to be, like, a little difficult at first, but that is the goal, Jacket. That certainly is the goal. Okay. We got to go through the rest of these games. We got 15 minutes, and we need a full hour for our picks. So we're going to need a full hour for our picks for sure. Just help us out to how we can improve it, and we'll turn it into something pretty amazing. I'm sure of that. I'm positive of that. It's going to be awesome. Okay. I guess we better get through we already talked about the Canadiens games. Hurricanes versus the Blackhawks. Hurricane 4-3. See, I thought the Perlo swag would be enough, but apparently not. We'll keep track of the right scores, I think, because it could get like really difficult if we start keeping track of all the scores. So if you're going to be in there, then you can write it down. If you're not here, I'll just try to go over it. And like I said, it's probably a good idea if we get each other's number, and I can just message it over to you or something after the game. Or something like that. And then we'll just have like, we'll just have a tabulation. Hey Sterling, how you doing, man? Super great for the Islanders. Good, excellent way to give the opposition's goaltender a concussion in the first minute. Well done, sir. Then we'll make standings. We should have divisions and everything. That would be funny. And I'll try to get some swag. We'll try to do something. You got to win something. We'll try to come up with something. Okay, Hurricanes versus Blue Jackets. We had Hockey News Report said hot take was 7-3 Hawks. So that wasn't it. 6-2 Canes, 3-1 Canes. I had 4-2 Canes. I was really close. Hockey News Reports 2-1 Canes, and Sasha had 2-1 Hawks. Hurricanes had a tough time. This Hawks team, they have those high percentage shooters that are. It makes it tough to beat a team like that. The Hurricanes always are out shooting them. They're getting outshot a lot, but they have so many high percentage shooters that just happen to pop one in. Not to mention Reimer is just not the best goaltender in the world. It'll be postponed due to COVID. That's right. Just looking at this Carolina game real quick. Jake Bean had a terrible game last night. Jake Bean did not look good last night. I haven't been able to watch a lot of Carolina games, and I've been wanting to watch it to see how Jake Bean is doing. Now, last night's only one night, but last night he looked terrible. Absolutely terrible. Really impressed with the way that Brady Shea has changed his game and is playing a really defensive style now. He looks great for Carolina. But overall, it was a good game for Carolina. But that Chicago team just won't leave you alone. They sit in the weeds and wait, and then all of a sudden, next thing you know, they score 2 goals real quick. Kubalik and Strome got him last night, but these guys like Kubalik, Kurashev, DeBrincat as well. I mean, he's got a killer shot too, and just awesome high percentage shooter guys that you can get outplayed and win with guys like that, and that's what. And then of course Lankinen playing fantastic. He played fantastic last night too. The score doesn't really say how well he played as far as his save percentage is concerned, but he played really well. So did Vasilevsky. Neither one of them, Reimer. Reimer, he played like Reimer, his average Reimer self. It was like exactly what you think you're going to get from Reimer. If you put, I've said it too many times if you put a good goaltender in Carolina, they could be a cup winner. But anyways, they don't seem to want to do that. So, or haven't been able to anyways. Next game, Panthers and the Red Wings. Red Wings are kind of like that too. Huberdeau got hurt last night. So the Panthers have Huberdeau. I don't know how bad he is. I didn't check today. Let me check to see. Huberdeau, Hornquist, Ekblad, pulling it up here. Huberdeau, Hornquist, Ekblad, and Barkov. Like, how many teams can withstand that? Oh, okay. It's just, we'll try that, but that's very difficult to do. But we'll try it. Hey, John from Hawk Takes. How you doing, buddy? Thanks for coming in. Guess what, John? We're going to do a point system now for the picks. And we're going to have people, it's going to be like a point system. And then somebody can have the pride of knowing that they're the best picker in the land. So we're starting that on Monday. I might even do a video about that. But Florida, yeah. Huberdeau got hurt last night. I don't think he came back. No, he's not showing hurt here. Thank God for them. That would have been brutal. Duclair, Ekblad, Hornquist, and Barkov are all freaking still out, though. So they played a good game against Detroit, considering all their injuries, to pull that one out. That team is very resilient and fun to watch. What did we have for? Nobody had 3-2 Panthers. 2-1, 2-1 H&R. Oh no, that's Kane's game. Panthers. Oh, Steel. No, that was it. Steel had 3-2 Wings. Wings. Oh. Perlo had 3-2 Panthers. I got another one. Woo! Oh yeah, if you get OT on top of it, you can get like 3 points or something like that. That's a good one, Jacket. That's a good one. We'll try to do that. If you get the score right on, I mean, if we did all of it, if we could do it where somebody had the time to do it, you get 1 point if you get the team right, 5 points if you get the score right, or something, 3 points if you get the score right, and 5 points if you get it in OT on top of it or something like that. That would be the best way to do it if we can have the time to do it. That would be a lot of fun. So, well, if anybody thinks they have the time to do that, let me know, because I'll tell you, it will take time. Hockey News Report seems to think so. Don't, hopefully, that would be amazing. The next one was Stars versus Preds, and the Stars outplayed the Predators all night last night. I had the Preds to win, the Stars to win that. Yeah, and you can all draw from the hot hand too. That's true. 4-1. Steele, who isn't here. Haha, Steele doesn't get any swag. Steele doesn't get any swag. I'm taking all the swag today. Steele, he had Predators 4-1. He didn't even get it right. Perlo had, this is funny, I got Predators 3-2, but my Patreon later on that night, I took Dallas. I switched it later on at night. You'll make the, oh, and anybody can edit it? Really? Woo! Oh, that will be exciting. Wow, this is going to be so much fun. I can't wait. I'm all excited. I'm all giggly on my insides. Wild versus Golden Knights. How come that pick's not here? Oh, okay. Let me. 3-2 Wild. Somebody had to have that. Nobody had 3-2 Wild. CL was closest, had 4-2 Wild. Was the only one to get the Wild. Everybody else had Vegas, and I thought Vegas was going to win that for sure. I did watch that game because Vegas was the only team I needed ML for a freaking parlay, 6-banger, and we didn't get it. Yeah, well, you tell me how to do it. Like I said, I think we're going to have to exchange numbers so we can talk to each other. Yeah, this will grow, this thing. There's going to have to be some help along the way here, because when we're getting like hundreds and hundreds of people, but we'll work on that as it comes. Anyways, let's get our picks for Friday and Saturday all out, shall we? Got lots of people out here. Right on. We're going to grow this thing. That's right. Okay. So, first one now. It's the finest time in the land right now. I'm going to be right back. You guys hold out. We're going to do picks right away. I'm going to top off my coffee. I'm going to do some deep knee bends. A little Perlo dancing. And then we're going to hit it. Hit it. Hit it. Hit it. Boom. Be right back. Okay. Let's hit her. First game, Capitals versus Devils. Sorry, I had something in my throat. I had to go get a drink. Capitals versus Devils. Yes, huge windows is right. Hard to take care of. Okay, you're taking Capitals 4-1. Capitals are on a back-to-back. Who's that, Irish? Capitals are on a back-to-back. Vanacek should be in. I got to get all my stuff up here. Jackets got Devils 3-2, 4-1. Jacket, Devils 3-1. It's still, there's still, oh, the only ones, oh my gosh, everything just went all upside down for the Avalanche game. Holy crap. Just, I'm going to stop you guys. If you guys have picks in right now, you're going to want to change, possibly change one, maybe. Jonas Johansson is in net for the Avalanche against St. Louis. Sick. Oh, anyways, I didn't see that coming. Anthony Stolars is in net for the Ducks. My gosh. That changes things. Okay, Vanacek versus Blackwood, apparently. We don't know. Mercer has Capitals 4-3. HNR has Devils 4-3. Stoli, yeah. Perlo. Oh, I've got the Devils too. Just wait, yeah, wait till I get to that there. I got the Devils 4-2. I don't like taking teams that are on back-to-backs. CL is 4-2 Caps. So if anybody is new in here, we're just picking what the score is and who's gonna win, and there will be fabulous prizes, but there will also be starting Monday. We're not gonna do it this time because we're gonna let everybody know somehow, so they can all be in here. Starting Monday, we're gonna actually start tabulating everybody's points. You're gonna get a point system, and you're gonna have to be in here to win it. And I'm going to try to work on getting you guys some swag or something for the winner. Something that's going to happen like that. I'll bring it up in the meeting on Monday. But these games are starting to look very interesting with some of the goaltending matchups that are coming up here now. Let me get my weekly one up here too. NHL weekly schedule. I believe Washington didn't play much before this back-to-back, though. Oh, they could be okay. Tough. New Jersey now hadn't played for 2 games. They're going to be fresh. So, I don't know. For the price, I'll take New Jersey. Anyways, let's go to the next game, I guess, because we got lots to do. I can run a little bit long today, too, because my wife's not working today. So, Maple Leafs versus Jets. Leafs versus Jets. This should be an interesting game. The Jets' last game was their first game back from a long road trip, and I went against my rules that you never take a team that are their first game back from a road trip when they've only got 1 day off in between. I went against my personal rules on that, and I lost because of it, because the Maple Leafs won it. Now they got a little more. They're a little more grounded. Jets, that is. Hollebuck should be in net. Campbell has been lighting it up, though. Like, it's good to see. He's kind of been a late bloomer guy. Yeah, Hollebuck is confirmed now. Campbell is not confirmed so far. So we got Jackets got the Leafs 4-3. Well, what else you got out there? What else do you need to know about this game? Like I said, Toronto was flying to Winnipeg, but now they've been back for a little bit. Both of these teams should be okay rested wise. Injuries, there's not really any significant injuries on both teams, so. Mercer is going back to the Leafs again. 3-2. CL has got Jets 4-3. You know what we could do? We could, Hockey News Reports, kind of on Monday, we could do like everybody, we could kind of do a dry run and say the people that were in here got points and see how that, just to show people how it's going. So we could do that with these picks right here. HNR has 2-1 Jets. It's it's a preseason. Yes, this is the preseason. Irish 5-1 Leafs. Wow, 5-1 Leafs. Holy crap, dude. Hopefully your wife is doing well there. By the way, be thinking, have Avatar in your thoughts and prayers or whatever you decide to do there, whatever you do there. He lost his father just recently. You came on to tell us about that, so. We could do that too. That's a good idea too. Yeah. We could make it very interesting. We could do like a monthly thing, and then at the end of the month, I don't know. Yeah, we'll come up with something. Oh, hi Julie. Perlo season is just in preseason. What? Anyways, okay, I guess I got to do my pick for this game. I think the Jets are going to crush today. I'm taking the Jets 5-2. Jets 5-2. Yeah, I know. He came on yesterday. There wasn't many of us on yesterday, and he came on to tell us sorry he couldn't be here. He's like apologizing for not being on the show because he lost his father. I'm like, there's not too many things more important than this show, but that's one of them, for sure. No doubt about that. Okay, let's go to another game because we got lots to do. So, Flames versus Oilers, the Battle of Alberta. I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna wince while I go over to see who's gonna be in net. If it's not, so far it still has not been confirmed who's in net. It's got to be Smith and Markstrom, right? The Oilers are. This is the first game back off of a road trip for the Oilers, but they've been off for 2 days. That's not too bad. As far as the Flames, I better see if there's any surprise injuries here too. I don't think there is. That's the thing about Calgary playing so poor. They have no injuries. They've had no injuries this year, hardly at all, anyways. And the Edmonton is just cuckoo. So they're both very, pretty much not injured at all, except for what has already been injured for them. Irish has 4-3 Oilers. HNR 6-3 Oilers. I hope you guys are right because I had the over on this one. Mercer 5-2 Oilers. Jacket 4-2 Oilers. You guys are taking all mine. Every time I come up with, okay, if you're going to do that, I'm going to do this. Every time you come up with a new one, I end up being, you taking mine. Okay, CL 3-2 Flames. CL's got to go. CL's got to go against the grain. And Perlo, I'll go 5-1 Oilers. Nobody did 5-1, so I'll do 5-1 Oilers. I think the Oilers are going to crush this game. I mean, I suppose the Flames could turn it around tonight, but I mean, I haven't seen anything that tells me that they're going to. Markstrom's going to have to play well. I haven't seen him play well. What's your hot take? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess, yeah. CL's taking your hot take. Yeah, he doesn't quite go off that much usually, but he'll quite often take something that nobody else has taken for sure. At least the team nobody else has taken. He's trying to go. See, he's already building up a strategy for the points that we're going to be doing. He's already using his thinkings. He's got his preseason game on right now. Thanks for hitting that like button, guys. We have more likes than we do people in the chat. That's pretty cool. Good for you guys. Awesome. Somebody hit it twice somehow. I didn't even know that was possible. He's doing a little Sherlock Holmes action there. Okay, what's the next game? Avalanche versus the Blues, and we just found out Avalanche versus Blues. And we just found out that Johansson, who is like one of the worst goaltenders that ever played in the NHL, is going to be in net for the Avalanche. Binnington is in net for the Blues. Have you ever seen a bigger over than this one? The over was 5.5 earlier today, by the way. So yeah, that's all you need to know about that, really. I don't think either one of. I think. What about the Avalanche have played? This will be 3 in the last 5 nights at home. It's not too bad. They should be okay there. St. Louis hasn't played in 4 nights. St. Louis hasn't played. They could be rusty starting out. Yeah. So these will be interesting scores for sure. 5-4 Avs. That's a hot take. I don't know if that's a hot take because that seems very likely, sir. Hot take. Hockey News reports 5-4 Avs. Jacket 6-5 Blues. That's anything is possible in that game now that Johansson is in. CL, you think Johansson's going to only let 2 goals in, CL? That means that, I would imagine, that means that St. Louis doesn't get many shots on net. And the Avalanche could just shut them down too, because they're playing great on both ends of the ice right now. If you're new in here, all you got to do is you just pick a score and a team. And we're in the preseason right now. So we'll tell you how you do. You come back Monday, we'll tell you how to do. But Monday, the games start for real, and we're going to be tabulating points. Mercer, 6-4 Avs. Irish, close game, you figure, Irish. 3-2 Avs. CL finishes first. CL is all over the board quite a bit. He's right around the target a lot. Jackets in the first 5 minutes. Yeah, over in the first 5 minutes. Yeah. First period over. Second period over. Third period over. Just over everything. Over. Team total. Team total Avalanche. Team total St. Louis. I'm going to have to put that up on Patreon right away. And now you watch, it'll be a low scoring game. I'll just be so pissed off. You'll be the Buffalo Sabres? I don't know. Mercer was on a tear there for a while, man. If we would have started last week, Mercer would probably be well in the lead right now. I would think. Avatar's great too, yeah. Got some good pickers here. No doubt about that. Anyways, my turn, right? This game could be like freaking crazy. I'm just going to go with the first score that came to my head. 9-6 Avalanche. I got 9-6 Avalanche. Crazy score. You'd be the Colorado Avalanche. That's right. If I started last week, I would be... I didn't do... Oh, no, I got a couple. It's not fair. No, it's not fair. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. But we all had great weeks before, so... You're just going to have to kill it again, Mercer. That's it. You're just going to have to keep on killing it. So, next game, we got to get through these because we got Saturdays to do, and we have 45 minutes. We should get them all in, no problems, though. We still got 2 more. Ducks versus Coyotes. Coyotes versus Ducks. I just saw Stolars is in for the Ducks and Hill is in for the Coyotes again. Hill did not have a great outing last time, but he's been okay. He's been decent. Arizona shouldn't be tired at all. Anaheim has just had 3 days off at home, so they could be rusty, maybe, get their legs moving a little bit. I don't know. This is an interesting game. I think anybody could win this one, really. With Stolars in net, I mean, he played well last game. Injuries. Arizona has Pitlick. What's Ranta? They got a thing on Ranta. Ranta is progressing faster than initially thought. Ranta is always injured all the time. I mean, progressing faster? I don't know. Okay, whatever. John Gibson won't play Friday night. Okay. Ricard Raquel is out for Anaheim, and of course Hampus Lindholm is still out. That's a pretty big loss. Shutout for Stolars. Okay, first let me do Jackets. The first one. Jacket has 5-3 Ducks. Hockey News Reports has 4-3 Coyotes. Hockey News Reports has 4-3 Coyotes. And CL has a shutout for Stolars. Was he a flyer? He was a flyer at one time, wasn't he? So 3-0 Ducks. Yeah, he had a ingrown toenail, I imagine, and apparently the ointment that they got from Shoppers Drug Mart worked really well on it. I don't know. That guy is, what is it? I think it must be growing problems. 4-2 Ducks. Irish. 4-1 Ducks. Oh yeah, getting smoked the previous 2 games theory. I think that's Professor MJ. Probably Professor MJ would have this, but he's not a dog, so he probably wouldn't pay attention to it. Oh, you got Ducks, because didn't Arizona get smoked pretty good lately too? They lost to Colorado 2 in a row. What was I going to say about this game? There was something I was going to... Oh, yeah, I was going to see my published posts here. Oh, I didn't put in a pick for this yet. Okay. Okay. This is tough. It can go either way. I'm gonna say Zona. I'm gonna say Zona 3-2. Three-two Yotes. 3-2 Yotes. I got. You're going on long LTIR? Yeah, Avatar is out for personal reasons right now. Okay, next game. That's a good idea. We should actually say that if you're going to be not here, you can send somebody in your place. So like you're going to go on the IR and you can send somebody to play for you that day. That's a good idea. They just have to come on they just come on and say, they just have to tell you when they come on, I'm playing for Hockey News Reports or whatever. I use MJ. I don't take his picks all the time, but he's rocking right now. Professor MJ's rocking right now. But I learn a lot from his stats, and he's a great guy. Professor MJ is a freaking awesome human being. I love that guy. He's so cool. Martin Jones, San Jose Sharks versus the Kings. I get a sick feeling they're going to put Quick in here. I'm afraid. I'm afraid. So far, it's Peterson. The next game, though, they got a back-to-back. Are they playing each other back-to-back? They're playing each other back-to-back. You would think they're going to put Peterson here and then put in Quick against Dubnyk, but we'll see. Yeah. It wouldn't be advantageous for you to play for somebody, Jack, because you're building up your own points. Sharks versus Kings. Hockey News reports. 3-2 Kings. Jacket, 5-2 Kings. Mercer, 4-3 Kings. Everybody's taking the Kings. Irish 4-0 Kings. Mercer 4-3 Kings. Who are we missing here? CL. What do you got, CL? CL's really doing some serious meditation on this one here. Did the Kings play last night? No. Are the Kings on a back-to-back here? No, the front part of it. Oh, no, they're going to play back-to-back against each other. If Peterson's in net, I got to go Kings. Perlo. Four-two Kings. Nobody took 4-2 yet, so I took 4-2 Kings. What's that one, bud? Put a burger on them, yeah. That's going to be a big one. CL 4-1 Kings, okay. See, I think once we're getting points, people are going to do like, one of the things we might have to do with points is if you're the only one that gets it, you should get more points. The more people get it, how about this? Every game we'll have a certain amount of points, that a pie of points. A pie of points. So like there's 20 points available. And if only one person gets the score right, that person gets 20 points. If 3 people get the score right, we split it up in 3, and I don't have my calculator, so maybe you guys get out your Etch-a-Sketches or something and tell me how much that is. Carry the 7. It's like a decimal, so we'd have to work it out. It's not a decimal. You know what I mean? Yeah, we could do that. So if you get it all, that way you could vary the points a lot. By that time, the Ducks could be way out of it, though. Yeah, I like that idea, but we'll see how it goes if we try to do it that way, because now you're looking at every single pick. And we're going to probably have like 100 people in here. Who's going to go over every single pick like that? Like, I'd have to hire somebody to do that, I think. That would be insane. However, I don't have to do that because Hockey News Reports has the tech person. Apparently, he can just put the picks in and it'll go up like magic. But even that data entry part would probably be Point system as is, yeah. But I'd like to try it the way you just said, Mercer, because that would be the more fair way of doing it for sure. Do a survey, okay. We could do a survey. Okay, that was Friday's picks. Friday's picks. Now we're going to go into Saturday's picks. Is there anything to that? Yeah, exactly. Maybe the coach isn't the problem. Maybe, just maybe, the coach isn't the problem. Yeah, if I knew how to do that, I don't even know what you just said. The only thing I know about what you just said is Patreon. Microsoft write only spread. I don't know what that means, Jacket. Yeah, I mean that all sounds cool. I just don't know how to do what you're doing. If somebody can show me or whatever, maybe I could figure it out. But like I said, whoever does this will probably have to spend a little time helping me out and talking back and forth and stuff like that. But I think it's an awesome idea, and whoever does, I mean, if you're interested in making a little, I'm always make sure I take care of my people. I got people over at my Patreon who don't pay because they give me picks. And they don't pay. And if they make really well, if I get lots, I'll pay them. I'm not afraid of helping people out. So. Yeah, okay. I don't know if you're trying to explain that to me, but you're talking to a wall because I have no idea what you're talking about. I am so not techie, it's crazy. Okay, for tomorrow. Saturday, Penguins versus Bruins. We got a half an hour to go through some of these. We don't know who's going to be in net. It's likely going to be Jari versus, I don't know, is Rask going to be back by then? Like, what's going on with Rask? I don't even know. Rask, let's find out. No definitive timeline. He hasn't responded to treatment well. So he won't be back. So Carlo wasn't back last game. Good thing. Carlo wasn't even back. Jake DeBrusk still on COVID protocol. Skated on his own Thursday. He might be back Saturday. Kevin Miller Kevin Miller's going to be back on Saturday. Everybody, people are taking Bruins for the comeback here. Because this is at Boston. Smith should be in net. And then Pittsburgh, like, I'll tell you who's injured, but it doesn't seem to matter who's injured on their team. It just doesn't seem to matter. Jari could be in net. Okay, let me go. Irish. 3-2 Bruins. HNR. 5-3 Pens. Jacket. 3-1 Bruins. CL, everybody's taking the Bruins. They think they're going to be the revenge here. If anybody's not new here, doesn't know, you're just picking the team, the score and the team. And then Monday, we're going to be starting doing a point system of some sort. So, Mercer, 4-1 Penguins. It's hard to believe the Bruins are going to lose this many games, isn't it? The Penguins are so resilient. It's an afternoon game too, and that usually goes more to the road team. I'm on the fence about that game. I know if John was here, he would definitely be saying that the Bruins are going to lose. I'll take Penguins. 3-2 Penguins. I just like their flow better, that's all. Okay, next game. Oh, the Wings versus the Lightning. The Lightning have a terrible time versus the Red Wings. They seem to lose all the time versus the Red Wings. And they like to play down to their competition. It's sick to watch. Afternoon games go more to the Grice is in net. It's so hard to take the Red Wings here. Very hard. Vasilevsky should be in net here. If they take McElhinney, I'm probably going the Red Wings. Oh, Irish 5-1. Okay. The Red Wings, it seems to me, have played a lot of games, though. It'll be their third game in 4 nights, but I think Detroit's not far off. They've all been at home, though. Yeah, Detroit will be 4 games in 6 nights. Okay, 4 games in 6 nights. Wow. Irish, 5-1 Lightning. Five-one Bolts. CL. 4-1 Bolts. Jacket. 3-1 Bolts. Mercer. 4-2 Bolts. Who are we missing? Hockey News Reports. HNR. What do you got, buddy? Anybody who's new here, just we're doing Red Wings at Lightning. Tell me what the score is and who's going to win. And you'll get fabulous prizes. And on Monday, you'll start getting bragging rights, too, because we're going to have points. And we're going to crown the winner something. The Perlo King or something like that. What's a good one? What should we crown the winner for the month? Hockey News Reports. Do Hockey News Reports take off on us? Holy smokes, we got 8 concurrents. There's lots of people out there. Put your picks in for Red Wings versus Lightning. Perlo, I am going to say 5-2 Lightning. 5-2 Bolts. They gotta kick that, right? If Grice is in net, come on. They can't lose. They can't not destroy in that game. But how many times am I going to get burnt by Tampa this year, though? Like, they've just been all over the place. We're waiting for HNR to come back, wherever he took off to. Well, we can't wait forever, so he can throw it in when we get back, because we want to get all these picks in. I'll probably go a little longer today, so... Blackhawks versus Predators. Blackhawks versus Predators. This is an interesting game. I imagine the Hawks will keep, because this is like playoff ramifications here. That's right, I said ramifications. take that and stick it in your ramifications, or ramifications in your something. We don't know. It's probably going to be Lankinen and Saros. That's a huge game. They're going to put in their best players. Doc will have played a couple games and got his legs moving a little bit by then too. Brandon Hagel got hurt last night. Always on COVID protocol. Wow. And Nashville, Alexander Carrier's hurt. Forsberg, Benny, Duchesne, Ellis. It doesn't seem to matter with them though. They just keep on winning regardless of who's injured. Chicago 3-2. Jacket has Chicago 3-2. 3-2. Mercer has Blackhawks 4-2. 4-2 Hawks. Everybody's really thinking about this one. Yeah. It's only preseason, guys. You don't have to worry about it too much. Although I know it's still important. Preseason's still important. Everybody's playing their backup goaltenders here. A little shy on the gun. A little shy on the gun to get their picks out. Hockey News Reports took off on us. What do we got? Jacket and Mercer are not the only two people in the chat. We are going Blackhawks versus Predators. This is a hard game. I guess I could look at their weekly schedule. Chicago seems to be playing a lot. No, Chicago will be on the road, their first game on the road after a little bit of a long road trip. Nashville will have been on the road for quite some time, but like I said, nothing seems to stop those guys. Although they got their ass kicked last night. No, that was Dallas I was looking at, Nashville. They got their ass kicked. They looked tired last night. Because they got a lot of players playing minutes that they normally don't play. CL 4-1 Preds. I'm going to say 2-1 Hawks. 2-1 Hawks. I think it's going to be Saros and Lankinen are going to go off. And the Hawks just have those high percentage shooters that'll put it away. They'll probably be outshot like 40-25 or something like that. And still win the game, which they do quite often. Irish 4-3 Hawks in OT. Is there a way when we do this, will there be a way to get a minus score? Can you get a minus score? Can you do like something so bad that you actually get a minus? Okay. I guess Hockey News Reports had to go. And who else do we have missing here now? Okay, Perlo, I already did. Jacket, Mercer. Sasha, where's Sasha gone? Sasha's not here today. What the heck's going on? Okay. I guess we're petering out here. Yeah, if you can do that. If you got like the wrong team for like a certain streak, you get minus. You get, you have to go to the. You got to go to the Perlo's house of spanking, and you get minus. You get a negative score. That's it. We'll see if we can work that in. I'm sure this is going to evolve over time. No doubt about that. Okay, next game. Rangers versus Sabres. This game makes me sick to my stomach. The Rangers should be crushing this game. But you can be assured that Allmark will be in net. And it should be Shesterkin. Injuries. Injuries. Howden might be back. Howden will be back. The only injury New York has is Jack Johnson. And then, of course, we know the Sabres injuries. No Eichel. No Cousins. No Lazar. No McCabe. Like, injuries for days. Can Buffalo keep riding this now? I think they've had a point in 3 games. At least 1 point in 3 games in a row now, right? Yeah. I could see them winning this. CL Rangers 3-2. They're kind of scary right now. The Rangers should win this. The Rangers should win this all day. They need it. They're like in playoff contention. It's the Sabres. On paper, they're better. They should have Shesterkin in net. There should be no way that the Rangers don't win this game. They should definitely be all over it. Must be getting close to nap time for people. It's taking a while to get their picks in. Or they're going off to get snacks. And beverages, probably. That's why I got wine before the picks, boys and girls, because I didn't want to. Oh, Rangers 4-1. Irish. Rangers 4-1. That seems logical, Irish. Jacket. Rangers 3-1. Yeah. That's right. Got to get all hydrated. That's right. Perlo. Oh, Mercer is in the house still. Rangers 4-3. That feels about right. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game, though. I'm going to take Rangers. Did somebody take 2-1 yet? No. I'm going to say Rangers 2-1 in OT. Look at that. Okay, next game. I don't think we're going to get to all the games. There's crap loads of games here. Oh, yeah, we are. Oh, yeah, we will. Flyers versus Islanders. Oh, my. Flyers versus Islanders. Are they going to ever put Carter Hart back in the net again? I don't know. Islanders coming off a hot win off against Washington. I don't see how the Flyers have a freaking chance in this game, but maybe you guys do. CL will probably have them in there, have them winning. Lee is out for the Islanders. We all know that. Is there anybody new? That's the thing about Philly is they're not even that injured while they're going through all this losing. No, just Anders Lee and did Michael Del Cole. We already knew about Anders Lee, so yeah. Mercer has Islanders 6-0. That would suck, Mercer. That would so suck. Patrick and Lindblom are back. Okay. CL Flyers 3-1. Such a homer. Jacket. Isles 4-1. Yeah, they lost to Sabres 6-1. Yes, they did. Don't remind me. I really didn't want to. I was hoping we didn't make it to this game today because if anybody just came new in there, we're doing picks and you're going to get points starting Monday. This is the preseason. You just pick a team and what score it's going to be. And if you want to do picks for the last couple of games, you can probably do that too. Right now we're doing Flyers versus Islanders. Yes, you're right. That's why it does make sense. I'm not arguing with your score, Mercer. Not arguing at all. It could be 8-0, and I'd be like, yeah, that's possible. Yeah, I'm not arguing with it at all. It does make total sense. It certainly could happen. There's no doubt about that. That would indeed suck. That would just suck. I don't need any more sucking when it comes to the Flyers. I'm just trying to be positive, but it's very difficult to do. They total turnaround there. I think by positive now is let's just suck. Why don't we just suck? Why don't we just suck? Why don't we lose every game from now on and get get a big defenseman like Power or something like that? Might as well. Where is everybody? There's 7 people in there. I know it's the preseason, but you got to be people wanting to put picks up there. Flyers versus Islanders. Who's going to win? What's going to be the score? Don't be shy. It's okay. It's just us, the cool kids. You're a cool kid too. You're here. As long as you're here, you're a cool kid. Yes, that's it. Everybody just wants to watch us to make our picks. Oh, Irish, you had one. Irish just did one. Irish 4-0 Islanders. That makes sense. Yeah, well, they fired all their assistants and kept their coach last time. Let me check to see who the Islanders play after that. Is it a back-to-back? No, it's not. I don't know who they play after that. The Flyers I don't know. They're not going to be overlooking this game, I don't think. Oh yeah, I'll put in my pick. Perlo, Isles, Isles 5-2, I guess. Isles 5-2. I hope I'm wrong. I so hope I'm wrong. I didn't even want to do a pick for that game. Okay, next game. Stars versus Hurricanes. Stars need this win really bad. What a terrible team to have to come up against now. On the road, the Stars playing the Hurricanes. They need this win so bad. They need this win so bad. They better hope that Reimer is in, and I doubt he is. It's probably going to be Nedeljkovic. Hudobin has been playing better. He went through a rough spell ever since Rick Bowness gave him a spanking there a little while ago and told him he'd go. He wasn't happy with him for whatever he did or whatever. Jacket's going to take the Canes because he's going to take any team that is coached by Brindamore. 3-1. Not Jacket. Sorry, I thought that was CL. 3-1 Canes. I thought that was CL. CL will do that. Mercer. 3-2 Canes. Perlo. 4-2 Canes. I don't know. Dallas will put up a fight here. That might change over time. I can't. Dallas has been out shooting a lot of teams and just not getting the pucks go in. And they finally started going down yesterday for Nashville. But I mean, this is a different can of worms when we're talking about a great team like the Canes. So Mercer 3-2 Canes. Already got that. Only a couple more are sticking out for the end of the preseason. Only a couple people. Everybody's leaving now. Let's see what the other games are, and maybe we'll just end her here. Dallas might come out on top. Yeah, they need it so bad. Oh my gosh, we got lots of games left. We're not going to get to all these games. Hockey News reports aren't here, so we would do Ottawa versus. Let's do Blues versus Avalanche. Yeah, I know. They could come on and surprise. I mean, especially if they get some injuries back. Avalanche 4-3. They should have Grubauer in for this one. No, that we did that for this is for Saturday. Isn't it a back-to-back? It's a back-to-back, isn't it? Or is it maybe not? What the heck? Was that Sunday? Did I get mixed up with Sunday? No. Blues versus Avalanche. That's why they're playing Johansson there. It's a back-to-back. That's why they're playing Johansson tonight. They're basically telling the Blues, we can beat you with this really poor goaltender. Mercer. Avs. 5-1. Jacket as 4-1. With Ville Husso in net and Grubauer in net on a back-to-back. I'm going to say 4-0. I got time. I might as well do the rest of these just for fun. Just because it's fun to do. It'll help me with my picks too. So if you guys want to stick around, stick around. We'll do a couple. It's just 4 of us here. We can have some fun and do this. Blue Jackets versus Panthers. Blue Jackets versus Panthers. Blue Jackets on the road. That's a tough one. Because the Panthers are so injured. The Panthers will probably put Bobrovsky in because it's the Blue Jackets. I think I'd probably go the Blue Jackets here. What do you guys think? Yeah, they should put up a TD with Husso. I agree. Jacket. BJ's 3-2. Sounds about right. Mercer. I had a feeling people would go with Jackets, rooting for the Jackets. Yeah, he puts the Jackets in a lot. I don't think it's name related, but they're looking a lot better now. They look like they're coming together. Yeah, that's going to be a really tough game, I think. I think the Panthers don't have. Bobrovsky has looked a little bit better. Blue Jackets are coming on. And if Barkov's not going to be in, they're exposed up the middle where that's really Columbus's biggest weakness. That's a tough game. It's on the road, so Jackets are on the road. They're a good road team, though. I kind of like the 3-2. That was a good pick. But I think Bobrovsky will probably let them down again. I guess I'll go Blue Jackets 3-1. 3-1. Because Merzlikins is playing freaking fantastic too, right? Yeah, I think they could. This is a Tortorella run team. They could go on like a 10-game run right now. You just never know. Once this team gets rolling, if this team gets rolling, and it seems like Kekalainen is willing to give Tortorella all the rope he needs to do whatever he can with this team, I would not be surprised if they turn it around and just start ripping it. But it's hard with that center group that they've got there up the middle. They're so weak after they lost to Bois. Lion has looked really good again, though. You watch out for Lion A the rest of the season here. It's going to be something. Okay, let's do another one. Why not? Might as well. You guys are here. I don't have to go pick up Caroline right now. So let's just have fun and talk about some more hockey. Wild versus the Golden Knights. Wild versus Golden Knights. It should be Fleury versus probably Talbot, I would think. Yeah, I think it'd be Fleury versus Talbot. As far as Columbus, I'm sure it's going to be Mercer or Mercer. What the heck am I talking about? It's going to be Merzlikins, and I'm sure Florida will put Bobrovsky in. I'm probably just because they're going up against Columbus. Vegas 4-2, and this is at Vegas too. 4-2 Vegas for Jacket. Mercer 3-2 Vegas. Who doesn't get a day off? Lehner was in last game, so Fleury got a day off. Probably Fleury, unless they want to really give him a break because he didn't play the last game. I think that would be a good idea. Actually, he was starting to look a bit tired. Irish. 3-2 Vegas in OT. Talbot will probably be in for Minnesota, yeah. I was really surprised Vegas lost the last one because, yeah, they were on a back-to-back, but they were the one at home. I'm going to say 5-3 Vegas. We're all taking Vegas. I'm going to say 5-3 Vegas. Or Talbot. You're asking if Talbot gets a day off? Yeah, he had one. Kakkonen played 3 games ago or something like that. Kakkonen played the game before last against San Jose. Kakkonen played against San Jose. But Talbot is hot right now, so I'm pretty sure they're going to keep on rolling with Talbot. Looking like a good acquisition for sure. It does, because he's hot right now. They're trying to play him as much as possible, it seems. Well, let's see what other games. A new person just came in. We're just doing scores and picks, and we're going to look Monday. This is the preseason. We're going to try to do some points thing. Oh, it's Hockey News Reports. He's back. Wild versus Knights Saturday. H&R. We haven't did the Montreal game yet, so... Wild versus Knights. Burn them out, yeah. And then we're going to do the Montreal game after that. Yeah. I didn't know you were going to be back. We're going late now, so we're just having fun doing, with a couple of us here, we thought we'd finish off the scores here for the heck of it. But right now we're doing Wild versus Knights. You got a score for that? We think it's going to be Talbot versus Fleury. And I don't know why I went 5-3 because those are pretty darn good goaltenders to be scoring that many goals on, but Vegas is at home as well, yeah. Vegas 4-3. Okay, that's a good one. Yeah, it is a good series, but you can tell when these teams play that uh, you can tell when these teams play that Vegas overall is the better team. Minnesota's not quite there yet. They're great. They're very good, but and they're not the same without Foligno too. That's the big thing. They get Foligno back, and it changes things a little bit. He's huge for them. Okay, we'll do Montreal versus Ottawa. That was a back-to-back, right? They're going to be in Ottawa for this one. Montreal versus Ottawa. Habs or Canadians versus Senators. Okay, whatever. It should be Price because Allen was in last time. And I don't know what's going on with. Are they going to keep on going back to the Goose? Gustafson? Is there any chance? Like, what happened to Murray? I don't know, man. Like, this injury just doesn't go away. I think it's back. Maybe it's a back injury or something. I'm not sure, but. Toffoli's still not going to be back. They keep on saying that Toffoli's going to be back, and then he doesn't. He never, and then he isn't back. Ottawa, Michael Haley doesn't really matter. Out for season. Oh, Colin White is sideline out. Watson, Decord, and Stepan. So Murray is not on here. So Murray should be playing. Is he projected on that? By the way, the Boston game will be DeSmith versus Halak still, so. Carter Hart is confirmed for Philadelphia. He of the 4.04 and the .869. Wow. Matt Murray is projected for Ottawa. Yeah, I know, it's weird. They keep on saying he's back and then he doesn't start. It's really weird. HNR 4-2 Habs. No, that is what I want. HNR 4-2 Habs. Jacket 4-3 Sens. Wow. Senator's coming back. Mercer 4-3 Habs. Irish 4-2 Habs. Yeah, they are terrible goaltender stats. Terrible goaltender stats. I'm guessing they've been working with them and stuff like that to get them. I don't know. I'm getting the impression by the conversation I'm hearing that he was out of shape coming to camp. He wasn't in good shape in camp, and they just didn't say anything about it. That's what I'm just saying, nobody said that outright, but AV just told people, said in a interview or whatever, like a presser, that Carter Hart has to work harder. So that could mean, I think it's possible that he didn't do enough in the summer or during the COVID break, and he's not in great shape. And then when they weren't playing them, they called it for conditioning. So they were probably working his ass off, putting him through some boot camp. Sort of like what they're doing with, who else had that for conditioning? Turris in Edmonton, same thing. Anyways, Perlo will take Murray's in net. I'm going to go 5-2 Canadians. Price is in net. Yeah, 5-2 Habs. Outski. Yeah, that's right. For sure. Now we got one more game, I think, and then we'll finish off the thing today. No, we got two more games. We got Sharks versus Kings. Again, on a back-to-back. Sharks versus Kings on a back-to-back. And so that should be Dubnyk versus Quick. That should be an overall day. No, it's a back-to-back, though. I think that's a place for the Sharks to pull one out there. Feels like a Sharks win. Yeah, look at Mercer does too. Three-two Sharks. Irish. 6-4 Sharks. That sounds about right. Because Quick is not very good. This year, he's just not very good. I'll go 5-4 Sharks in OT. 5-4 Sharks in OT. Yeah, everybody likes high-scoring games, right? We don't have too many people in here, but we got one more game to go, so we'll just go for it. Why not? People are falling off the vine here. It's been quite the marathon today. Canucks versus Oilers. Let me see if there's any new injury stuff here again, though. Canucks versus Oilers should be Demko versus Smith. Ooh, Carolina might get Teravainen back. Okay, he's on the ice now, but he's not coming back yet. Oilers only have Kukuk and Klefbom, and the Canucks are they going to get anybody back this summer? Hamonic is hurt again. Oh no, that game's going to be canceled. What am I talking about? The game's canceled. Never mind. It's the Vancouver game. It's canceled. That's why everybody left, because they knew the next game was going to be canceled. So anyways, that was our full 42%, boys and girls. I'm going to see you Monday. I'll probably be on... Oh, I'm doing a live stream with Peyton on Sunday. I should have talked about that more. And I'll be downloading a... we did a video with eMoney just a little while ago. Yesterday, and I get to download it now, so I'm going to do that. Yeah, that game's canceled, so the score is 0-0. I'll take the under. No, there's no game, Michael. There's no game, Michael. Irish, because it's canceled. They canceled 3 games for the Canucks. I don't even know why it's on there. So we're done. We did it. We did it. Yay, we did it. Yay, we did it. That's from, what's it called? Swiper Stop Swiping or whatever. Yeah, I forgot all about it too. We did it. Yay, we did it. What's that? What was her name? Ah, it's bugging me. Anyways, Dora, right. Dora, yay, we did it. Yay, we did it. Yay, we did it. You can Perlo dance to that. Good vibes, dolls, right. See you Monday. Again, Sunday we'll be doing the Canes and Blackhawks, I believe it is. Go over to Peyton on the Radio, subscribe to that. And we will, I'll see you there. And I'm sure that Off the Wall will be doing live stuff. The guy's constant all the time. Tonight, his show's on tonight. Don't forget that. Off the Wall. His show with Steel, with the Steel Flyers Network. And I'll see you Monday, 3 to 5, same time, same place. Have a great day, everybody. Lots of love to you. Okay, bye.